Welcome to Mornings with Patty, in which I read from one of 6 spiritual meditation books, and I share the reading and then I share my take on it. If you like this kind of content, like and follow and subscribe below. Today I'm reading from The Language of Letting Go, July 17th, and the topic is love in words and actions. Many of us have confused notions about what it means to be loved and cared about. Many of us were loved and cared for by people who had discrepancies between what they said and what they did. We may have had a mother or father who said, "I love you," to us and then abandoned or neglected us, giving us really confused ideas about love. Thus, that pattern feels like love, the only love we knew. And then some of us may have been cared for by people who provided us for our needs and said they loved us, but simultaneously abused or mistreated us. That then becomes our idea of love. Some of us may have lived in emotionally sterile environments where people said they loved us, but no feelings or nurturing were available. And that may have become our idea of love. We may learn to love others or ourselves the way we have been loved, or we may let others love us the way we have been loved, whether or not that feels good. It's time to let our needs be met in ways that actually work. Unhealthy love may meet some surface needs, but not our need to be loved. We can come to expect congruency in behaviors from others. We can diminish the impact of words alone and insist that behaviors and words match. We can find the courage, when appropriate, to confront discrepancies in words and actions, not to blame, shame, or find fault, but to help us stay in touch with reality and with our needs. We can give and receive love where behavior matches one's words. We deserve to receive and give the best that love has to offer. Today, I will be open to giving and receiving the healthiest love possible. I will watch for discrepancies between words and behaviors that confuse me and make me feel crazy. When that happens, I will understand that I am not crazy. I am the midst of a discrepancy. Dang, it's a discrepancy. I'm not crazy. I had this thing that I've referred to previously about an experience where I made an inadvertent error and somebody got really pissed off about it and took all this list of shitty things I've done, and it's just part of my personality, and took that list and shared it with someone else, and the inevitable happened where that person came to me and started yelling at me for all of my history and that she wasn't even a part of. And it was so unloving and it was so hurtful. Yet this person goes around and says, "Oh, I love you, I love you." No, that's not love. And as I shared this with a friend, she shared this with me as I went through this process of betrayal and hurt and not understanding why somebody would do that and say that. And my friend says, "Patty, people can say I love you all they want. But if they don't have integrity and if they don't have loyalty, that's kind of what I measure love on." Love is really nebulous. You can't really qualify or quantify it. It's very subjective when you say I love you. But what you can find more objective is one's integrity, which means your actions matches your words, and loyalty, which means I've got your back. And I had to remove myself from that group, from that situation, because it was so unloving to me. And I deserve to have love, even if I make mistakes. My worthiness does not depend on me making mistakes. My worthiness is who I already am, and that's who you really are. So don't accept unacceptable behavior. Don't hang out with the crazy makers. Let me just say this one other thing that was kind of really, that made me crazy in this whole thing. I had removed myself from a group because of the craziness, because of the unlovingness of it all. And then out of nowhere, I'm asked back by this person who had who had betrayed me. And I felt crazy because it didn't make any sense to me. And now I'm reading that it was just a discrepancy, and I value me so much that I cannot allow abuse of any form in my life because that's unloving to me. I hope this resonates with you. I hope you take action for those things and those people who are not loving to you, because you deserve love. And what I know from people, my experience with my own self and other people, is that people have to make a change in their lives, committed change, to have their actions match their words. And until I see that, you are not welcome in my life. You are welcome if you show love, kindness, generosity, thoughtfulness. Be willing to be wrong, be willing to be vulnerable. That's how you show up for me, and that's how you get to be in this circle.